Hey there, everyone. How are you doing today? Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And I get asked frequently about the latest hot idea to invest in real estate. So I thought I'd put together a quick summary of the hottest of the hot and kind of share what I think. If you've read our story, frankly, it's kind of boring, right? 15 years, buy and hold. We've been doing it 20 years total. So we rode the wave up. We did some 1031 exchanges. It saved us. We got aggressive at the bottom. We used hard private money. What we did is we just learned our market and we looked at it every day. That's what I teach now. I have 1,000 students, over 1,000 students now doing what I've done, and they're doing deals. It's fun to watch. It's quite a joy, but it's not sexy, right? I ask you to commit 10 to 20 minutes a day to learn your market. 2020 has been tough, right? No inventory. I've made 250 offers and got nothing. 2021's around the corner. It will be different. Inventory is coming. That is something I'm convinced of. We're going to have a move up buyers. We're going to have some stress from forbearance and frustrated landlords, but you're going to have to be ready. I think the window for creating good or great deals is going to be relatively small. It will be ready for those that are prepared. If you don't start working now, you won't be ready. You will be gambling. That's why I created the video a few days ago about the 30-day challenge. I just want people to realize it doesn't take that much. But if you're ready to do the work, if you're going to be on lockdown like I am here in California, and you want something to do every day that's going to make you stronger and a better investor, please, please, please check out my course below. It's only $200. It's a great Christmas or holiday gift for you. But also remember, I also have a private Facebook group called One Rental at a Time Works, where only my paying students can join. It's where they place their homework, where they ask questions. And yes, I give 30 minutes of mentoring every Saturday. I don't charge anything extra. $200, come join the party. We have 1,000 students now. I hope to have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 students by the end of next year. Let's do this together. Let's make sure we're going to do good or great deals. I know how to do it. I've helped people do great deals this year. So if you're like me and you want to do something good for your future, let's just agree to do the work. Focus, small, consistent work. All right, so let me bring up some of the things that I hear and that I just want to talk about. Again, these are the things that I have to compete with, right? I buy and hold 10, 20 minutes a day, every day, consistent, boring, conservative, buy and hold. Here are some hot real estate investing themes that I hear all the time. First, wedge deals. Wedge deals in Southern California. Frankly, wedge deals in any high-priced market. You have to be in a high-priced market where the average transaction is probably over 400 grand to really have a decent wedge. Wedge simply means you're buying a property at a discount. But the problem with wedge deals, as some investors are finding, is they can cut you. Now, if you happen to be a YouTube entertainer and you're making $1 million a month, who cares? But if you're an average person and you follow the wedge deals in high price markets, you're in quite a bit of pain. You might be like some folks out there that have 6 or 7 vacancies. You might be mid remodel. You might have government shutdowns which make permitting process tough. Wedge deals sound good. They're wonderful stories, but the market has to be going up. That's not the market. Southern California is probably going to flatten out, if not fall. It's just unaffordable. So anybody going after wedge deals today, be careful. They can they sound great. I mean, oh, I got an 80K discount. Well, who said? You? Did you say? I've never been a big believer in wedge deals, but hey, if you started buying wedge deals in 2010, you've had a good 5 or 6 year run, right? The market's like this. But to teach others to do wedge deals in 2020, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Oh, here's another one. This one really bothers me. Of all the pain and stories I've heard the last 2 years trying to help people get started, one rental at a time, this is the one that has caused the most financial pain. Too many of you have seen cheap properties out of state and you dove in feet first. Many of you buying more than one property at a time and losing your ass. I've heard people lose $20, $40, $50,000, and these were people that didn't have it to lose. BRRRR projects, again, work when the market is like this. It's hard in a flat market, and it's extremely difficult in a market you don't know. You don't have boots on the ground. There's nobody there you trust with your life. Out-of-state BRRRR is probably the greatest folly and caused the most financial pain. Can it work? Yes. Build the systems, create the relationships, fly out there? Yes. But most of you want the easy button. It's not easy. Shoot, dealing with contractors living next door is not easy. Can you imagine dealing with contractors over the phone 5 states away? Impossible. Impossible. They're going to rip you off. BRRRR, out-of-state BRRRR, as far as I'm concerned, is a sexy story that is causing 9 out of 10 people to lose money. It just is. Buy and hold in out-of-state cheap markets. Oh my God, I get this a lot. Oh my goodness, Michael, why do you invest in California or Fresno? The returns are terrible. I just got this Excel spreadsheet that says I can get 12% here or there. Well, first off, I can make my spreadsheet say anything I want, so don't tell me about spreadsheet math. I've made those mistakes. There's often a reason why the returns are higher. There's a risk profile. And then probably the greatest frustration I have is when I hear somebody talk about a cheap out-of-state property and I ask them how long it's been listed and they say 90 days. And I go, wow, 90 days, that's quite a while. How much did you pay? I paid asking. Folks, there's not a deal on the market that's been out there 90 days that you should pay asking for. To think that we are so arrogant that no local investor has scooped that up is either criminal or stupid, and I'll let you pick which one you want. Deals do not last in any market. They don't last weeks, and they certainly don't last 90 days. So if you do find a property on the market that you think's a deal and it's been 90 days, don't you dare pay asking. Everybody and their brother has kicked that deal in the market, and asking is too high. Again, cheap. You can go broke buying cheap. Be careful. Boots on the ground are the most important. Boots on the ground, then market, then provider. Oh, bigger is better. If you buy anything below 16 units, you're a loser. Yes, there are people out there that say this. Well, again, like a lot of things in real estate, there was a time that bigger was better. For me, it was like 2014 through 2018. In my market, they produced a higher return. So that's what we bought. We bought lots of apartments between 2012 and 2014 or 16. And not today. 2020 in my market, not the same. And frankly, of my portfolio, my apartments are performing the worst. Most vacancies, most evictions, most late pays, most turnovers, apartments. Apartments are about to go through a reevaluation as many markets suffer evictions, rent declines, vacancies, turnovers. 16 units to start? That is not a good idea. You have no idea if you want to be a landlord yet, and you're going to buy a 16-unit building. It's kind of like a 16-year-old jumping into a souped-up race car on a track. That's probably not going to end well. Yeah, maybe they'll putter around at 50 miles an hour and be okay. But you and I both know a 16-year-old is going to gun that thing and slam into the wall. That's at least what I would have done. Being a limited partner in somebody else's deal. Oh, this The reason I go speak at meetups still is because I want to hear what people are talking about. And throughout 2019, this was the hottest topic. Everybody was a first-time general partner, or you were a limited partner and you invested in a few deals. Being a limited partner in value add opportunities from 2016 to 2019, very profitable, very profitable. Low vacancies, rent increases, and boom, 2020 smacked us. Vacancies up, evictions up, costs up, values down. There are going to be too many limited partners who somewhere between blindly and casually invested, didn't do their homework, that are about to lose some money. I believe multifamily commercial value add, multifamily is going to suffer the greatest pain. It's not going to be single family. It's going to be multifamily value add. Ones that had interest only or IO debt for year 1 or 2, maybe year 1, 2, and 3. They're going to come out of this. The bank's going to reevaluate and it's going to force a sale, or they'll just take it over. There are plenty of apartments that are in technical default. They're not collecting enough, and it's going to be bad. I wish people had more confidence in themselves. What I teach in one rental at a time is how to build confidence in yourselves. Most people tell me I don't have time. Bullshit. You have 10 to 20 minutes a day. That's all I want. 10 to 20 minutes. Take my course, 10 to 20 minutes a day, get a little bit better every day, and you're going to be ready to take advantage of 2021. House hacking. This works, but not for most people, right? House hacking looks good in a presentation, but frankly, I don't want 3 strangers living in my house. Never wanted that, frankly. I like my privacy. But again, it's sexy. And again, if you're at that stage of life and you want to go buy a duplex and rent out one and half your payment, it's awesome. House hacking a multifamily, duplex, triplex, or quad, green light, totally good idea. But house hacking bedrooms, oh, not for me. Anyways, but it is for some. So it can work, but just know what you're signing up for. This one I have a problem with, Airbnb arbitrage. And it's probably because I'm an apartment landlord. Basically what this is I sign a lease, or somebody comes to me, signs a lease unfurnished. They then run around and furnish it, and then they lease it on Airbnb or VRBO or whatever it is. That is, no, I'm not cool with that. Now, if you communicate with the landlord, they agree, sure. But I've heard of too many Airbnb arbitrage where they're not communicating with the landlord. They're basically doing a sublease. Seems risky to me, and bad karma as well. This is one I get almost daily now, is what should I do with my home equity? I have home equity line of credit. It's cheap. Should I go buy rentals? And generally speaking, I do not recommend that. I have used my home equity in full disclosure, but I've used it with a plan. I used it for very short-term financing. If I found a deal that I could get in and out of 6 months, or I found a way to refi it in 6 months, I would never let my home equity line have a balance for more than 12 months. If there was a deal of a lifetime, but I couldn't pay back my home equity line in less than 12 months, I would not do the deal. Or I would find a different way to do that deal. I believe your home equity, I believe your home is sacred. It's part of that's because of how I grew up, almost losing our home a couple of times. And I never want to see that happen. But if you want to use your home equity to do a deal and then put in longer term financing in 6 months, 9 months, go for it. But that home equity needs to be zeroed out in 12 months or less. That's what I think about doing that. Break even cash flow and wait for appreciation. Oh, this is so popular in California. Oh, I could buy a California rental and I'm only losing 200, or it's only break even. I'm going to wait for appreciation. Well, good luck, because stuff breaks. Tenants move. Break even cash flow on a spreadsheet's not break even in real life. You're going to lose money. And I'm not here to lose money. What I teach in my course is yield, and that yield has to be positive. If the yield's negative, run. The definition of a bad deal in any market is negative yield, negative cash flow. I will not do a negative cash flow deal, no matter what kind of discount I get. any of that. I won't do it. It's just not worth it. Too many things can go wrong. The market could change and you're caught with negative cash flow. If you don't know my story, I did it once. It's in this book. Don't do it. It's on Amazon and Audible. One rental at a time is the only thing I know that works long-term, any market, full-time employees. I only want you to write offers on good or great deals. When you begin, you have no idea what good or great is. You hear me say those words, you're like, I have no idea. Good. Because when you buy my course, you're going to do the work 10 to 20 minutes a day. You're going to learn in 30, 45, 60 days what a good or great deal is. And you are going to be ready to take advantage of that window that happens in 2021. Inventory is coming. People will move. People will upgrade. And the inventory is going to be different qualities and allow us, me and you, because I'm getting ready also to do good and great deals. I'm excited about 2021, but you got to be ready. You got to take the course now. You got to study in January or December. You got to study in December, study in January. You got to be ready. So there's a link below. Take a look at the outline of the course. It's ridiculously cheap. But when you sign up, make sure you join the Facebook group as well. If you buy the course, ask to join the Facebook group. One rental at a time works. In the end, this is what it's going to teach you. Focus, 10 to 20 minutes a day. You're going to learn average for your market. I can't do that for you and won't do it. Then you're going to do only good and great deals. Lastly, bonus, live on less. Understand need versus want. Live on less. You'll go much, much farther. So there's a picture of the course. When you go there, learn your market, 10 to 20 minutes a day. Understand bad, average, good, and great deals. Over 1,000 students. It's awesome to see. Make sure you join after you buy it, make sure you join the Facebook group. One rental at a time works. I will see you in there. You can post your homework, post your questions, and I will talk to my Facebook students only 9 a.m. every Saturday, right there in a Facebook Live. That's how I give mentoring back. That's how we do it together. Have fun and take care.